Hey guys, Bob here from Raw Strength and Muscle, and today we are going to talk about the commonly heard fallacy that 96% of diets fail. And when we're discussing this, I want you to think in the back of your head about how science can be used to manipulate public opinion, okay? And specifically how statistics can be used to manipulate what masses of people think. Now, let's go ahead and break it down. First of all, if you say that 96% of diets fail, what you are saying is you take 100 diets, 96 of them will fail 100% of the time. They will never succeed. 4% of them will succeed 100% of the time. They will never fail. But we all know that that is not true. And let's just face it, if it were true, that those 4% of the diets, everybody would know exactly what those 4 out of 100 diets are, and any other diet would immediately be dismissed as nonsense because those are the only 4 diets. They work every single time. Other diets work 0% of the time. But the fact of the matter is, every single diet on the face of the earth works 4% of the time, okay? That is just the way it is. So what we're coming up with now is the fact that it has nothing to do with the diet. If every single diet fails 96% of the time, and if every single diet succeeds 4% of the time, it has more to do with the person doing the diet than with the diet itself, okay? So when it comes down to the person, it really comes down to adherence. Are you going to be able to stay on the diet or not, okay? And there are a couple things that come from outside of you, okay? It has to do with your personality. It has to do with your goals, okay? You don't want to waste your time, and you don't want to do something you don't enjoy that is a waste of time. But if we'll get you to your goal, then you are more likely to stick to the diet, more likely to go through what you don't want to go through, what you don't enjoy. So certain diets are better for you as an individual than certain other diets. For instance, let's say that somebody is morbidly obese, okay? They can barely walk. Their joints are getting ground down. Everything from their vertebrae grinding on each other to their hips, their knees, their ankles are getting ground down just because of the sheer mass of their body, okay? They have sleep apnea because the sheer weight on their chest and on their neck is literally strangling them at night, so they cannot breathe and they keep waking up. Very dangerous, believe it or not. It's not just funny snoring. It's very dangerous, and it will literally kill you, okay? Blood pressure, diabetes, not because you have blood pressure, not because you have diabetes, but because the sheer amount of mass is making it difficult for your body to control blood pressure, so it's too high. The sheer amount of mass is too much for your pancreas to keep up with in terms of insulin production, so your blood sugar is always high, okay? So you don't have high blood pressure or diabetes, but you certainly do have the symptoms of high blood pressure and diabetes just because you weigh so much. So if somebody like that were to go on the cabbage soup diet, okay, or the grapefruit for breakfast, shake for lunch, and chicken breast with a potato for dinner diet or something else, and they were to lose a lot of weight, that would be successful. They would be happy. That person would be able to say, I was extremely overweight, I jumped on the cabbage soup diet, and I lost sheer mass, okay? Whether it's fat, muscle, who cares? The bottom line is my joints aren't grinding, I don't take blood pressure meds, I don't need a CPAP machine, and I don't need to take insulin anymore. So for that person, the cabbage soup diet would be great. I tend to work with people who want to have really good results with their body, okay? They don't just want to lose weight or go from being overweight to average or dad bod-ish. They want to go from skinny fat or dad bod-ish or maybe skinny or whatever to having defined muscle, to have enough muscle to actually, be muscular, okay? To be really lean, not just to be not fat, but to actually have some muscle separation, actually look good, okay? So these people would not be happy with the cabbage soup diet because they're not obese. They're not that overweight. They want to go from average-ish to way above average, to be phenomenal, okay? So for these people, most of the diets out there that are if it fits your macros, just eat a little bit less and just have, drink a couple drinks or have like, whatever, where you just cut your calories down, but you're not really eating like an athlete, would not work, because why bother going on a diet that will keep you okay, but nothing spectacular, if you are already okay, but nothing spectacular? You might as well continue eating the way you are eating and not have to change anything if your body's not going to change a lot. So it's hard for somebody to keep like the same amount of momentum, the same amount of discipline, the same amount of motivation if they aren't going to actually be making gains in the gym and actually going to be seeing changes in the mirror, okay? So like I said, the cabbage soup diet, if you're overweight, you need to lose weight on the damn scale, period. Fuck muscle, fuck fat, fuck anything. You need to weigh less, take up less space in the world. And like I said, even the cabbage soup diet could literally change your life, literally save your soul if that's what you need. But like I said, if you actually want performance, you're going to have to look at a diet that'll give you some kind of performance. Or you're going to be asking yourself, why are you even bothering if all you're doing is just, cleaning up your diet a little bit, okay? So now let's go ahead and look at the next thing. The reason why people can't stick to a diet in the end of the day is because you do not enjoy a diet. Okay, so why is it that you do not enjoy a diet? A lot of people talk about, I don't enjoy a diet, as in like, you need to enjoy your favorite foods and you need to still drink beer all the time and you still need to party with everybody, okay? And that is, in a way, okay, okay? Like, I understand the concept, like, pretend you're not really on a diet and just have a little bit of this and a little bit of this and, still drink all the time and whatever and don't feel like you're on a diet. That's fine if you just want a little bit of a result. But the fact of the matter is, if you want to really change your body, if you want to go from being obese to being like average, if you want to go from average to being extraordinary, you are going to have a more extreme diet. And to do that more extreme diet, you are going to have to be motivated, okay? So what you need to do to stay on a diet that is a little bit more extreme is you need to identify as the sort of person who is on that kind of diet. So many people get joy in their life from like doing things that make them unhealthy, okay? You're a 16-year-old girl, a 14-year-old girl, your boyfriend breaks up with you, mommy takes you out for a mommy-daughter meal, and it's at the pizza buffet or the ice cream buffet, or we're just going to go out, we're just going to cook, and we're going to make a cake, and we're going to watch chick flicks, and we're going to eat raw cookie dough, and we're just going to cry it out. And then after that, she makes the softball team. So mommy takes her little daughter out to have pizza buffet or to go ahead and cook a cake together, and we're going to sit on the sofa and we're going to watch a softball superhero girl power movie, and we're going to sit down and we're going to eat some cookie dough. Next thing you know, the girl who is 14, 16 years old who had these experiences is like, I'm sad, okay, I'm depressed, I had a hard day at work, I'm going to eat a lot of horse shit to make myself feel better. I had a great day at work, I just got a promotion, I'm going to eat a lot of horse shit to make myself feel even better, okay? I need to make myself feel good when I have a bad day, I need to celebrate when I have a bad day, but it all includes you eating horse shit, okay? I mean, I remember when I read a book by Steve Reeves, who was like the original, like, muscle man from the movies, okay? And what he said is like, if you're the kind of person, he went to World War II, he's in the Philippines. So like, this is like this, like, like 50s, 40s kind of like culture. But he's like, if you're the kind of person, when somebody comes over, you pull out the coffee and cake and you sit down and have coffee with cream and sugar and you have a piece of cake. And that's how you celebrate when somebody comes over. Let's hang out and have some pie. That is a bad habit. Like, that is a bad habit that's going to get you fat, okay? I remember when I was a kid, I was studying martial arts. There was a guy, even though he was training with us, he was kind of like a little bit tubby. And I'm like, dude, what, what's up? And he's like, you don't understand. He's like, when he was a kid, Sunday morning, his dad would wake him up early. Like, come on, just you and me, us guys. We're going to go ahead. We're going to make pancakes. We're going to go ahead and make some eggs and some bacon and coffee. We're just going to sit down. It's just you and me, just the guys. We're going to have like this breakfast. And he's like, he was indoctrinated into, like that girl I was talking about, enjoying his life by eating food. Okay. So it becomes a problem when you have this bad habit. Now, imagine this guy who's a little bit tubby if his dad had shown him how to lift weights. If his dad had been, hey, it's Sunday, we're going to get up, we're going to go for a long walk, we're going to sit down, have a cup of coffee, like 1 cup of coffee with a little cream and sugar, and not like a Starbucks milkshake with a shot of espresso in it that has 600 calories. But we're just going to go for a long walk, and we're going to talk about guy stuff, and we're just going to have fun and, you know, spend time together. We're going to go to the gym. I'm going to pull out the pads. We're going to go in the backyard, and we're going to do some work on the focus mitts. That could also be what you learned from your parents. That could also be how you learn to spend time. That could also be the way that you share your experiences. I was never like that. I was like more like an eat crap with your family person. That's how I was brought up. But like, I actually do this. Like, my girlfriend and I used to go work out very early in the morning, come back, go for an hour walk together. That was our time to talk. You know, we wouldn't listen to music. We wouldn't, you know, we'd just be walking. So we would just walk and talk, and we see a bird, and oh, what kind of bird is that? And, oh, we got to do this sometime, or maybe this weekend, let's go out here. Like, we would literally spend quality time together, going for an hour walk, burning calories, getting our heart rate up after we had worked out. That is how we spent time together, okay? We saw that as a good thing, okay, as opposed to seeing like a bad thing. So what I'm telling you is you need to actually enjoy things that are going to make you healthier, and enjoy eating foods and preparing foods that are going to make you healthier, okay? I did a really good video on this a long time ago. I'm going to actually have a link down below, and I talked basically about how ancient cultures would have a coming of age ceremony that they called killing the boy. To become a man, you have to kill the boy. You can't be a little boy and a man at the same time. Everything about you that's a little boy has to be killed, and then the man can develop after you've killed the boy. And it's the same thing here. When I posted that video, I remember one guy made a comment down below, and he said, like, yeah, you know, he used to get drunk every weekend, and he had to kill the guy inside of him that goes binge drinking on the weekends, okay? He had to replace it with somebody else who actually enjoys doing positive things on the weekends. So that's probably the #1 most important way that you can get any diet to work, okay? That is actually becoming the person who enjoys being on this diet. So let's say you were to take somebody and truly brainwash him into believing that he is 1970s era Arnold Schwarzenegger, okay? Top bodybuilding Arnold Schwarzenegger before he became a movie star, before he became a real estate investor, when he was just living and breathing bodybuilding, and he knew that was his ticket to the top, okay? If you were to take somebody and convince them on a truly core level that they literally were Arnold Schwarzenegger from the 70s, that person would immediately start to transform his body. I don't care if the guy's in shape, out of shape, morbidly obese, had an injury and his muscles atrophied because he couldn't train. That person will get stronger and bigger and leaner, and it will start immediately. And the reason is that person would never sit around like, well, I'm going to feel sorry for myself and I can't train anyway, so I'm just going to suck down beer all day, and I'm just going to eat crap all day, I'm just going to get fat, and I'm going to do... That person would be like, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger does not sit on his ass. He does not fucking drink beer. He does not skip the gym. He does not eat horse shit. Arnold Schwarzenegger trains every single day. He eats right every single day. He works out every single day. Pre-competition, he works out twice every single day. He walks on the beach. He runs on the beach. If he wants to spend time with a woman, he doesn't go to Starbucks and suck down 600-calorie moppy floppy loppies. He doesn't go to fucking Pizza Hut and eat 10 pizzas. He lays on the beach with his tanned, fucking ripped ass physique with her in her fucking hot ass little bikini, and they lay together on the beach and talk and sunbathe, or they go for a walk, or they do something. But he does not waste his fucking time wasting his fucking physical potential. That's just not the way things are. So anybody, like I said, if you were morbidly obese and you had the true belief system that Arnold Schwarzenegger in his peak had, you will very quickly lose weight. You will very quickly lose fat and build muscle, and you will completely transform your body. So what it has to do is for you to stay on a diet, okay? Yes, it has to be the right diet for your goals because you need to actually be motivated and see you're making progress, okay? It has to be the right diet for your goals because you need to know that staying on this diet will get you where you want to go, not put a lot of work in and get meh results, okay? But number 3 is you need to change your identity from being the kind of person who eats to enjoy life, eats to avoid pain, okay? Celebrate, mourn, whatever by eating crap. And you need to actually kill the boy inside of you who likes eating crap and become the man who enjoys eating and training in a way that will make him healthy, strong, and lean. And that is the difference between the 96% of people who try any diet and fail and the 4% of people who try any diet and succeed. All right, guys. Like I said, I got that other video about the kill the boy concept down linked in the description. Go ahead and check that out. Subscribe if you haven't. Comment down below. I love reading you guys' comments and making videos out of some of them if you guys have good questions. Aside from that, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.